Hey, Rob here, and tonight, because I'm playing this at night, which is unusual for me, we're playing a game called I Can't Escape Darkness by Fancy Fish Games. Fancy Fish Games recommends that you play this in the dark and that you crank up the volume and wear some headphones. I recommend you do the same. I don't know if when you're not playing it, when you're just watching it, whether it conveys how truly stressful this game can be. But anyway, let me tell you the story about how I ended up with it. Uh, I work with a podcast called Guys, Games, and Beer. We posted about this because it looked like a Grim Rock-ish game, and it does look a little bit like Legend of Grimrock. So we were covering it because we do a lot of adventure RPG stuff, and they said, "Hey, why don't you give this game a whirl? We'll give you a free copy." So I started playing it, and while this game does have kind of that 90s dungeon crawl feel of Grimrock, I would not call this a Grimrock game. It is definitely just taking the same source material, which is that dungeon crawl that you take step by step from the 90s, like Amiga games, and it takes it in its own direction. And that direction is it's pretty creepy. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't do any one thing. It's not a jump scare game. It just puts constant stress on you. I'm telling you, it's killing me. All right, so let's get into the game, and I'll try not to cry. I can't escape, folks, and I definitely won't. Here we go. All right, so I am right at the beginning of the dungeon, and we're gonna go over a couple of things. In my left hand is the flashlight. In my right hand is a stick, which I'm going to use to try and kill things. It's not a very effective way to kill things. Um, you use the keyboard, although you can use the gamepad. I highly recommend you use the keyboard, but it is a basic WASD control scheme with Q and E performing your turns. You can pick up inventory and put it in this little backpack. You can take these objects and put them in your backpack and not use them. You want that flashlight. Bad things happen if you don't have the flashlight. Hopefully they won't happen to me in this run. Alright, here we have the map. You can choose if you would like to make the game harder to do away with any mapping. Why you would do that to yourself is beyond me, because this game is hard. Alright. The maze is somewhat randomized. I see similarities from level to level, but it's not exactly the same. There's just a few changes that just kind of throw you off, so you're always feeling kind of lost. Yes, welcome, unfortunate one. I'm distressed to see that you have fallen into the darkness, as am I. Alright, so I found that hidden doorway, but I'm gonna go get myself... There we go. Come on. Try not to fall down that deep, dark well over there. I'm gonna get this little guy and put it in my backpack. Those mushrooms will heal you, although I hear there are some mushrooms that may be poisonous. I've not run into them yet, thank God. There's a dead rat. Tasty. Dead. If I right-click on an item, it will give me a description. Sometimes that description is helpful. Often it is not. I'm really just avoiding the inevitable, which is going to the next level where things get harder. But of course I fell. Alright. The darkness has not conquered this floor. It has, though, really. Alright, let's get going. Here's something to see. I woke up an eyeball. Oh, cute. Hi, eyeball. going. Ooh, another goodie. I will take that. I'm sure that's not a poisonous one. Alright. Somewhere in this maze is a not a flashlight, I've got the flashlight, is a lighter. There it is. And that's useful for lighting. There's little lamps around. Ooh, that's loud. I'm sure Howard and Stevens are dead. I'm all alone. There's no way out. The rats are everywhere. I've tried to eat them, but they just rot instantly. Or maybe they're already dead. Some of the mushrooms are poisonous. They're hard to tell apart, but for the ones that grow in the alcove at the far side of the cave, seem safe. I found another hidden floor on this, hidden door. I have a hard time reading cursive, but, this. There we go. Well, he looks quite handsome. Ooh, another one. Thank you. Alright. Conserve. Open this up. Use my lighter for a minute here. Switch around. Lighter. Come on. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You gotta right click to use items. That one you can't actually hold for whatever reason. So, wondering if I should go down a level or not, or whether there's something useful hidden on this one. Nice effect, nice effect. I hope he does too. About this one. Alright. Apparently nothing to see here. Except the eyeballs. By the way, you can eat them eyeballs. That's always nice. I just realized what the big dreadful thing is here. I'm gonna go down a level. I just realized it. Yeah, the music gets worse as you go further down. Should I see that eyeball? Go away. Very nice. I feel less terrified by this game now that I can sit here and talk about it. There. Alright. Inventory. I suppose I'll go in this maze and see what happens to me. Whoa. Okay, I need to quit going around aimlessly and figure out what I'm going to do here. Whoosh. Nope. Oh. Well, I made it for 15 minutes. Before I was crushed by a wall. Whew. And I can tweet my death, which is really nice. Alright, so that's just one playthrough of I Can't Escape Darkness. That's just one of the many, many, many ways you can die in this game. Yeah, I would say check it out. It's pretty creepy and pretty fun. Still under development. You can check it out. It's available on Steam. There will be a link down below. By the way, if you like scary games, why don't you check out my friend Tegan over at Scared Sleepless, and I will give a link over to them as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See ya. I'm going to bed.